told me it is not easier for a girl child to be educated in our Maasai land. But I break the barrier and I make it, and I became a ranger. And that's why I am in Team Lioness.
A wonderful group of ladies. You know, I'd heard a lot about Maasai culture. I know people that have been over there and visited. But yeah, it was really nice to see, to get a look at the culture and the land here and the animals, and to meet these wonderful women, and they're rising above a lot, that they have to deal with as women in their society by joining this team. And, it's just so wonderful to see them at work every day out there, looking out for the animals, looking out for the environment. What a wonderful job to have, and, to see that these local people dealing with they're dealing with their relatives, their friends, their neighbors, and, in a very positive and community building way to protect the environment. It's just quite wonderful, But wonderful job on this. I loved meeting these women and seeing their wonderful faces and hearing them speak and tell their stories. It was wonderfully directed and edited. Loved the score, wonderful music, and everybody appeared on screen was just so wonderful to see, so wonderful to meet, and it's a wonderful mission they have. And I'm glad that I know about it, and I hope this message gets out there and that more people learn about this, because this is a wonderful story, and thank you for sharing it with me.
I loved the capturing of the environment and the spirit of these rangers. I thought it was really lovely being introduced to them on the first shot of them singing and dancing, and it just showed that vibrant quality they seemed to bring, just this radiance. And it was also lovely then we got further, more intimate introductions to them as well, their purpose, their aim, a little bit about their life story and how they became rangers was really nice, because I felt as the next progression of the piece, when we went out on a ranger walk, one of their duties with them, I felt like I was a part of the gang. I had been welcomed in, and they were finally my guide through this as well. And the storytelling felt very organic in that way. I thought it was a really excellent composition of the piece, and also visually just stunning in terms of capturing the environment and getting a well-rounded feel of what it's like to be one of the rangers.
Very informative film. It did everything that a good documentary should. It introduced me to some people that I didn't know existed before, and they're a very inspiring group of women that are doing some important work in Kenya. The visuals were just breathtaking. Just the landscape was very well captured. I liked the interview subjects. They were well presented, and we got some nice looks into their interactions, into their daily routine and their communal life, interspersed in the with the interviews. I thought that the shaping of this film was very well done. The way we were introduced to the subject matter, the way that we were presented with the challenges and the lives of these women and what they're trying to accomplish was quite thorough and very well presented. So we got a feeling that we knew something about these people that I, for one, didn't even know existed before I saw this film. So very well done. I enjoyed getting to know Team Lioness I wish them much luck in the
It's a
future.
really effective short documentary that talks about a really interesting program that empowers and hires women and allows women to be involved in environmental production, but also in working within their communities and challenging gender stereotypes. And I thought the documentary was really well told, really great footage, and it was really great to hear the women's voices.
Yes, that was a very powerful, amazing message that they were trying to tell. Scenery was absolutely beautiful, and not only was this a story about protecting the environment, but it was also a story about empowerment. They had a story to tell because they're the first all-female ranger team, and sometimes in different areas in the world there's still that sense of tradition. So in a lot of areas there's still a lot of patriarchy, and I think that was a very strong message that they created this not only to help protect animals from being killed and poisoned, but also as a way to show that they're equal. It's not all about a male figure leading or spearheading a cause. Anyone can.
A cool piece and introductory to what this team is and kind of what their motivation is and what their goal is. And it really is something that I think is so important that a lot of people should realize, and to really take care of animals and the environment, and to do their part in making sure that nature kind of keeps its course and we're not disrupting it in any way. And the fact that there is a team of 8, now 16 girls and women who are just doing this and patrolling is just so inspiring and like motivating to hear about, especially in such a culture where the females just don't get the recognition and they don't get the responsibilities to do anything really, for them to really step up and make a name for themselves and to really continue to build and to maintain their area is just so inspiring to hear about. So yeah, I really love the fact that we got to kind of hear the backstory, how they were raised, how they got to where they are now, and to see footage of them just kind of being free in themselves, and it's not being like a narrative-y, in your face, this is what we're doing, this is why we're doing it. It's very, excuse me, very authentic and genuine, and I really like that. They're very personable women, and I wish I heard more about their story and kind of who was the one to really step up and take the lead on creating a team like this. But for now, I'm really excited to kind of see more about what they want or what they're going to do moving forward and hearing more about their story. So really great job overall. I thought it was just really a great story to really kind of take note on and to really shine light on. So
the
really
power of young women protecting wildlife, protecting their communities, and protecting their environment. These things are not mutually exclusive to one another. They all intersect in important and valuable ways that many of the women in these societies oftentimes can understand better than the men, frankly. And these young girls, how they explain their situations and tactically go over what it means to be on Team Lioness is just incredibly inspiring to watch, and it makes us all so proud without even having to know them, frankly, and definitely more conscious about our own environment around us and what we can do to protect it and wildlife.
Such a standout for me in this festival. This group of women who care so much about the environment, but also about their community, really impacted me emotionally. This was such a beautifully shot documentary, but it also allowed these women to share their stories of growing up in their village in Kenya and their experiences not only with their families but with the other women in their community, and how that inspired them to protect their environment and protect the animals that live near their area. And some of the moments that stood out to me the most were their discussions on how women in these communities are more likely to be honest about their experiences with other women, especially female relatives of theirs. And it really shows the audience that this group of activists could really only exist as a group of young women based on their experiences and based on what they're able to achieve. And I love at the end, very inspiring message that this group has since doubled in size. I'm so happy that these women have the opportunities that they have, and I love that they're paving the way for other young women in their community to help protect the environment and the other people in their community.